Hey guys, so I'm back here to do another review for another double feature. Yeah, I just got back from the theater too. Uh, I have, if you wonder where I've been, why I've been on a hiatus as far as reviews, I recorded my last review on Christmas Eve and had family come home. I had my sister and my niece come home for Christmas and New Year's, so I had to visit with them, and I was preoccupied with that. And also, as you can tell, probably could tell from me talking, I got sick and have still recovering from being sick. Still am pretty much sick, as you can tell. But as soon as my sister and all of them left today, I was like, all right, let's go to the movies. Let's catch up on some movies. Yeah. The first movie being I saw was Spies in Disguise. The new animated film that every time I saw a preview, I was like, that looks really stupid. Like I said that multiple times every time I saw that trailer. Especially the first time I saw that trailer, I was like, that sounds really stupid. It's Will Smith's. It's an animated film where Will Smith is a secret agent, and then he's turned into a pigeon. Okay, that's random. Oh, like no explanation as to why, but okay. And like in further trailers, are like, oh, Tom Holland's the scientist that kind of accidentally turns him to a pigeon or something. That's all I got from the trailers. I'm like, that's a weird fucking concept for a kids movie. I know there's a lot of kids movies out there with weird concepts, but that's one of the weirdest ones I've heard in a while. And I guess somebody even told me it's based off a short film called Pigeon Impossible. I'm not making that up. Look it up. I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out. Maybe it is decent. I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those movies that you almost forget this is actually technically made by Disney because it's released by 20th Century Fox. Now that Fox is owned by Disney, this is a Disney movie. But yeah, I wasn't going in with high expectations with this, but I'd seen it was getting decent reviews. Like most kids' movies nowadays, pretty much. Even ones that kind of don't look that great from the trailers, sometimes they usually get decent reviews, and this one was too. And you know what? I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. It was wacky. It was goofy. It was weird. I kind of liked it. It was not my favorite animated film of the year. It's not my favorite movie of the year. But I enjoyed it for what it was. It was an enjoyable hour and a half movie that I didn't mind sitting through. It was a lot better than I thought it would have been. It's basically what the fuck you see in the trailers, pretty much. It's Will Smith is an agent who is like the best at what he does, and Tom Holland is this weird kid who's a scientist that works for the secret agency that Will Smith works for, and he's this outcast because he has these weird, goofy ideas where he, instead of like killing your opponents or shooting your opponents or harming your opponents, he like wants them just to be or not harmed at all. Like he'll come up with like creative inventions like glitter kitties, where like a bomb will go off and glitter will just come out of it, and it'll like entrance like Will Smith's like opponents, and like because they're attracted to glitter. It's really fucking weird. Like this movie is really weird. Like that's like the opening scene of this movie, and like now when you're introduced to Tom Holland's character, the opening minutes of this movie, you're introduced to Tom Holland's character as a kid. Who he's just this wacky little kid who comes up with all these creative inventions, and then you find out his mom's a cop who believes in him and tells him, "I'll always be there for you, and no matter what, and you're not weird." Yada yada yada. I'm like, she is so dead. And like she's like, I gotta go off to work because she's a cop too. She's a cop when he was younger, and she's like, I gotta go off to work. I'm like, oh, she's so fucking dead. And guess what? By the time they cut to him in the future, she's dead. I was expecting like it was gonna go like fucking Playmobil, like fucking like next thing it would cut to him being at his house and the cops coming to him saying, "Sorry, kid, there was an accident." I almost thought that, but no, they didn't do that route. But and he comes up with this creative. Will Smith is being hunted down by his own agency for a whole mishap with a villain, and he needs to disappear. And this kid has this potion that makes people disappear, can make him disappear, and the way he would disappear is that he turns into a pigeon. Because, like, this kid has a support animal that is a pigeon, and he takes a feather of the pigeon and mixes it in with this drink, and it turns Will Smith into a pigeon. There are parts of this movie that are kind of, like, horrifying, actually. Like, it's like a horror movie sometimes. Like, it's, like, in the, like, same vein as, like, the Fly and shit like that. Like, oh my god, like, transformation and shit. Like, ugh, what the fuck? Not, like, a PG version, but, yeah, like, and then, like, this movie what was fun about this movie was that this movie has a weird sense of humor. There's some weird ass jokes in this movie. It's just like, what the hell? Like, when Will Smith has to go to the bathroom and he finds out how pigeons use the bathroom and like what ends of their bodies that they go out in the bathroom, and they end up going to using the same ends. So it's like, and he's freaking out about that. That was pretty funny. To that weird scene where they're playing the Carpenters' "Why Do Fools Fall in Love" while they're spinning around in a car wreck. That was a fucking weird scene. To, you know, him laying an egg while they're in a submarine, you see that, and him figuring out he's a female, which begs a lot of questions. This movie, it's a fun, it's a cute fun little kids movie. It's harmless. I had fun with it. Like, it's, like I said, it's not my favorite. Like, it has a lot of the same characteristics of a lot of same, like the characteristics of Tom Holland's character are a lot of the same ones you see in a lot of these movies, where it's like the outcast who nobody understands, and he has these wacky new ideas that no one believes in, and he by the end of the movie everybody starts like believing in him and wants to use him. And I'm like, you've seen this kind of story before. And Will Smith, I liked Will Smith as, like, that was perfect casting for Will Smith. He pulls it off as like this, you know, smooth spy who, you know, I mean, it's fucking Will Smith, man. Yeah, who's Ben Mendelsohn is the villain, who's basically Dr. Claw. He basically is. He's Dr. Claw, but he's got like a fucked up face. We got Rashida Jones as the one agent who's trying to investigate Will Smith's character because she thinks he's turned out to be bad. I don't fucking know else. Reba McEntire is like the fucking the head boss of the agency. That was weird. I was like, I knew I'd recognize that voice, and then I look it up like, Reba McEntire? Alright, then. That's a weird fucking choice. But yeah, I honestly, it was a lot better than it had any right to be. I'm not saying it was great. I'm not saying it was like, you know, groundbreaking or anything like that, but I had enjoyed. I enjoyed a weird sense of humor that this movie had. It kind of kept me entertained for majority of this movie. Some of the weird jokes that it would have. But yeah, I recommend it, like, as a rental, at least. I wouldn't say pay for it in a theater. There's a lot better kids movies. Honestly, this has been a bad year as far as animated movies goes. Really, it's not been a really good year at all. Like, probably the best bet to win best animated feature is probably Toy Story 4, and that wasn't even that great. So, I mean, that's that. But yeah, that's as far as Spies in Disguise goes. This is one of the shortest. Both reviews are probably going to be very short, so I'm going to tell you that right now. But I have one more review to do, and until then, I will talk to you guys later.